You make it real, you're the one I want. And to me, we are just like art. You're like made to my autumn rain. And I know that baby I want. Moving down a lonely road, carrying a heavy load, looking for that someone to.
Ne plimbăm prin Washington DC și am ieșit un pic cam foarte târziu pentru că eram atât... Eu am dormit foarte mult pentru că eram extenuați după New York. Cred că ați văzut deja vlogul din New York. Cred că l-am postat deja după jumătate de an, după ce filmăm acum. Suntem în 25 mai, data de astăzi. Da, sfârșitul lunii. Mâine e ziua lui tati meu.
Da, 25.
Da. Așa, și este așa pe la apus, 7 și un pic seara. Suntem pe aici, pe lângă Washington Monument. Ore deja s-a plimbat pe la toate obiectivele, cât timp eu m-am bacheloruit.
Săptămâna trecută, nu?
Da, weekend trecut când am fost la bachelorette.
Deci weekendul trecut am făcut asta?
Da.
Mi-a trecut o săptămână atunci.
Aproape.
Uai.
Da. Și vrem să luăm așa rapid toate monumentele. Lincoln, Jefferson, Martin Luther King, etc, etc, White House, Washington. Să le vedem rapid, facem o poză, două și gata. Și probabil că în vlogul acesta o să includ și petrecerile de nuntă. Mâine avem rehearsal și rehearsal dinner sau cocktail. Și apoi mâine este nunta. Cea mare, nunta americană. Sunt tare curioasă cum o să fie, că n-am mai fost la o nuntă americană. Și o să încerc să filmez așa câte o bucățică, două. Sper să pot.
Dacă pot.
Dacă pot. Dacă nu, lipesc partea asta de vlogul cu New York-ul și gata. Ce fac? Facem și noi ce putem. Vezi că ți iese un țăruș din cap. Uite. Îl împingem. Puc! Puc! Nu pică, nu pică. Ce drăguțe sunt! Sunt mai mărișoare, nu mai sunt așa frumoase. Da? Cuac, cuac! Am ajuns la Lincoln Memorial și se pare că foarte mulți copii studenți fac poze de prom. Mare nebunie. Probabil că este un punct atractiv de făcut poze pentru prom. Băi, ce stai cu fundul în sus? Ui la ea că nu are nicio rușine. Iui, ce mici sunt! Doamne, cât sunt de mici, ce drăguțe! Iui! Doamne, ce mici sunt! Astea sunt numai cele care au ieșit din ouă. It's true. How we get lost in each other. Everything blurs when I'm with you. Us two. I wanna stay forever, safe in your arms. I know that, babe, you do me right. Boy, you bring me something that I never knew. A kind of happy I don't ever wanna lose. And when I hear you coming knocking on my door, all I think is, baby. Am ajuns la o concluzie. Ne place mult mai mult Washington DC decât New York.
E fain.
Este mai...
Nu mai claxonează atât de mulți oameni. nu atât de mult trafic, un pic mai mult pe azi.
Da, străzile sunt mai late, clădirile mai joase, aerul parcă mai curat.
N-au voie să fie mai înalt decât Washington Monument.
Da.
Dar și lege.
Un pic totul mai puțin condensat. Și arată mai modern, mai nou, mai curat. Dacă ne-am mutat undeva în America, cred că aici ar fi. Ce nu-mi place e că e puțin mai multă umezeală în aer. Și că așa sunt verile pe aici. Calde și umede. Cheers!
You guys can be sweating.
We'll have you there in our heart.
We'll be there.
I know. Yeah.
Have someone FaceTime and broadcast it.
Yeah, your mom.
Cheers.
I take on the world with you. With you. I've had many lovers, but no one comes close to you. To you. We are like no other. We paint different colors too. We do. There is no one better. I take on the world 'cause babe, you do me right. Let me tell you, I have to tell you, baby, there's nothing more I need but you. It's you. There is no greater meaning. Nobody does the things you do. It's true. How we get lost in each other. Everything blurs when I'm with you. Us two.
Alexandra, you guys hear me? Sorry, I might not be loud enough.
Yeah, you are. Good.
It still feels surreal to me that you're here after like 10 years. Thank you so much for coming across the pond and being here today. And
I wouldn't have
celebrating
missed
with
this for the world.
I remember you first came to the US and we did not get along.
Yeah. We were a bit forced to get along.
Like at all. Like we did not talk. Like for the first like 5 or 6 months we were like not on good terms. Like she lived with us for a year. Yeah, like the first few months. And I don't know what happened. We just like
I think mom talked to you.
fucking on each other.
Look,
She
you're now
did
here, you have to
something.
be
She
friends.
said, she's like, girls, you have to get along.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna work if you don't.
Yeah.
So she takes credit for it. We'll give it to you, Mom.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was it, but we'll give it to you. So we started getting along, and I can't imagine not having you as my sister. It feels like you are my sister. I feel like I can fight with you and I can yell at you and we can talk and if we can work it out the next day, it's like nothing ever happened. So thank you for being here today. Thanks for being my sister. And I'm so excited to come to your wedding.
And be my godmother.
So
Our godmother.
We know that you've traveled great distances to be here and share this day with Ben and Andrea, and we're thrilled that you were able to be here. I know you traveled across the country.
You want the welcome.
Come on, bride. How's the bride feeling today? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bridesmaids helping out. Bride's mom helping out. Sister-in-law, mother-in-law all helping out. mother of the bride and the lovely bride.
Are you videoing?
Don't cry, yes. Aww.
Don't cry.
She's allowed to cry.
Don't cry. Not yet.
Friends and family of Andrea and Ben, welcome and thank you for being here on this important day. We know many of you have made very long trips to be here this evening with us to celebrate this momentous occasion. Andrea and Ben are truly honored that you've joined them today to celebrate with them as they affirm and declare their love for one another. Now, Andrea and Ben, marriage is greater than a declaration. Marriage is the clasping of hands, the blending of hearts, the union of two lives as one. Marriage is caring as much about the welfare and happiness of the other as your very own. It is not total absorption into each other, it is looking outward in the same direction. This is the core of your marriage and why you are here today.
Andrea, you and I have both struggled to put into words how much we mean to one another. There are no words sufficient to describe how much you mean to me, but I'm going to try.
Ben, I've probably told you this 100 times, but I can't believe I get to marry you, my best friend, my love, my Yubi.
Do you, Ben, take Andrea to be your lawfully wedded wife, from this day forward, to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish all the days of your life?
I do.
I, Andrea,
Give
to you, Ben,
to you, Ben,
this ring
this ring
as a token of my vow
as a token of my vow
to love, honor, and cherish you.
and cherish you.
May your rings always represent the unbroken circle of love, given and received freely and unconditionally.
Tonight's the night, let's live it up. I got my money, let's spin it up. Go out and smash it, like oh my God. Jump out that sofa.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Alexandra, and I have the pleasure to be the maid of honor tonight as Andrea's sister. We might not look alike, we're not actually blood sisters, but we chose to call each other this way back in 2008 when the Mitran family decided to take me into their home for 1 year as a foreign exchange student. I always look back to that year with tremendous gratitude for being so lucky to spend that year with such a great family that I can now call my own family. I still remember the many, many nights that Andrea and I spent talking about school, future plans, and boys. And I was thinking last night if we could have only fast-forwarded like 10 years to see what amazing guys we would be marrying, it would have saved us a lot of headache in teenage years. And even though at that time, a few years later, we were thousands of miles apart, I was back in Romania, I was fortunate enough to hear about their first dates. I heard about how smart Ben is, how funny, a little bit shy, but overall a great guy. And immediately I liked what I was hearing. I could hear some slight wedding bells in the future. I could see 7 years in the distance that we'll be standing here together. The excitement actually grew even bigger when I actually met Ben when they came to Romania during their Euro trip in 2014. We visited some cities together and we had a lot of fun. I remember how I immediately noticed how good of a couple they made. They were so relaxed and affectionate with each other. They had many inside jokes that I couldn't understand. And they couldn't stop giggling. And it was just a pleasure to be around them. I love to see such a deeply connected young couple, and as cliche as it sounds, I know that they complement each other and they support each other in everything they do. I know that Andrea brought Ben a little bit out of his shell, and I know that Ben taught Andrea a lot about enjoying little things in life. Since then, me and my sis had endless chats about engagement rings and imagined proposal scenarios and wedding scenery. But the actual proposal, as you heard at the ceremony today, left me speechless. Putting together all that scrapbook with the memories from your dating years and taking her to all the dating places, leaving the last page for the proposal photo. Well done, Ben. It was a really great story. Andrea and I even went wedding dresses shopping last year when they visited London, and poor Ben had to wander around for hours until we were finished. But we made sure to give him food and beers afterwards, so I think he's okay. So yeah, planning our weddings at the same time. My wedding is next month. I'm marrying that cute guy in the back. It was a very, very girly and amazing experience to have with my sister. But besides all these girly, a bit superficial things, we always talk about relationship principles and values that we care about and we should be careful about when choosing our men. And I love that Andrea is always there for me for advice, good advice, and for a shoulder to cry on every time. And I will be here for her every time when she needs me. And I hope we'll be there for one another for many, many years to raise our families together and grow into some very funny but fashionable old ladies drinking tea every evening. Nevertheless, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish the happy couple great success in their aspirations and in their life together. Best of luck with everything they set their minds to. And more importantly, I hope they continue to be best friends, to trust one another, and to love each other a little bit more every day.
Wow. Thank you so much for that really heartfelt speech. You didn't show it. No. So, like Alexandra said, we've known each other for so long, and I can't imagine having another sister. I mean, I begged my parents year after year after year to give me a sibling. And at age 16, I finally got one, and I couldn't have gotten anyone better. She's so amazing. And you're right, like we have been so close, and we've been far apart for 10 years, and we talk all the time. And I can't imagine a better friend than you. Always there, super responsive to text messages all the time. Me, not so much. But I wanted to talk really quickly about you and Horia because your wedding is coming up, and I just admire you guys so much. And I have a little bit of a funny story I want to share. So that year that we visited a few cities together, Ben and I went to your hometown in Domnișoară, and then we went and visited her newish boyfriend at the time, Horia. And Horia and Alexandra had not seen each other in a while.
Like 3 days.
That's a lifetime when you're starting in a relationship. And I remember Ben and I were walking around the town, and we were just getting to know Horia. We had no idea who Horia was.
Me neither.
And they were all over each other, like all over each other. Like we were like hardcore third wheeling it. But they were so sweet together, and like you guys are just so great, and I cannot wait to celebrate and be with you guys next month at your amazing wedding, and it better not rain.
Even if it rains, we'll have fun.
Yes, we will.